Good morning, children. Already in the previous module, we learned one natural polymer, that is cellulose, which is used to prepare the rayon fiber. And today we are going to discuss another one more polymer, that is plastics. So today in this module, we are going to discuss the types of plastic, properties of plastic, and what are the harmful effects of plastics. One day you bought the groceries or the vegetables from the market. You need to store these groceries in a container. What type of container you will prefer? Yes, we will prefer the container which is light in weight, transparent, which will not react, easy to carry. All these properties we will prefer. Is there any object which has these properties? Yes, what is that? That is nothing but plastic. So why will you use plastic? Because if you store these food grains, groceries in metal containers, these metal containers, if you store the food in these, it may form rust. By exposure to the air and moisture, already we know metal objects may form rust, that is nothing but oxides. But that type of reaction we will not observe in the plastic. That is why we will prefer to store the food items in the plastic. So plastic plays an important role in our lives. But what is a plastic? Plastic is a polymer. It is arranged in two ways. One is linear arrangement and there is cross-linked arrangement. Linear arrangement means all the monomers are arranged in a straight like a necklace. Whereas the cross-link means they are interlocked between all monomers. So plastic is a polymer. It can be arranged either linear or cross-linked. Then as plastic, where we will observe in our daily lives, if you observe in our home, we may observe polythene bags we are using, the buckets which we are using in our bathrooms are plastic, kitchen where mostly we observe plastics, even the dining sets, toys, all this we will observe in our lives. But what is the properties of thermoplastic? What type of plastics we may observe? Take two type of plastic objects. One is plastic scale and the other is which is thick container. If you heat the two objects with the help of a flame, we observe the plastic scale melts, whereas the other container will not melt, but little bit change will be there, but it will not melt. That means there are two type of plastics. If you heat, one will melt and the other one will not melt. So based on these properties, plastics are divided into two. One is thermoplastic. Thermo means heat and plastic is the ability to melt and be molded into a desired shape. And these type of plastics can be given desired shape by melting them as and when needed. They can be repeatedly heated and molded. Example, polythene, polyester, Teflon, PVC. PVC means polyvinyl chloride, which is used to prepare the sanitary pipes. And if you observe the second type of plastic, they are thermosetting plastics. These can be heated and molded into a shape only once. They cannot be given another shape by melting them again. Example, bakelite and melamine. Where you observe this bakelite and melamine, bakelite mold once and cannot be softened by heating. So it is used to prepare the handles of kitchenware and also what do you call this one? This is electrical keyboards, electrical appliances. And another one is melamine. Melamine is used to prepare that dinner sets, the outer covering of the iron box, switchboards, and TV parts. Then, what are the specialities? What are the properties of plastics which make them as popular? Let us see the properties of plastics. Plastic is an insulator. That means it will not allow electricity to pass through them. So based on that property, it is used to prepare the switchboards, outer layer of cable wires, handles of screwdrivers, testers, and also kitchen appliances. And melamine, which is a thermosetting plastic, is flame resistant. That means it will not catch the heat. So based on that property, it is used to prepare the floors, tiles, and fire hoses dresses. Fire hoses dresses means the fire persons, they used to wear a different dress, that is called fire hoses dresses, because it is flame resistant. And plastic is non-reactive. Non-reactive means if you store water in that, water will not spoil. If you store any food items in that, it will not spoil. So based on this property, we will prefer for storage purpose in homes. At the same time, if you observe in the medical shop or the different type of fertilizers, all these are used to store in plastic containers only. As it is non-reactive, we will observe more uses in the medical field. That means general medicines will be stored like capsules or syrups will be stored in the plastic containers, and also tablet strips, and also plastic covers, syringes, gloves, and in some situations, in some operations, this plastic is used for stitching also. So in such a way, it helps in medical field as it is non-reactive. And plastic is strong, flexible, and durable. So it is used as a dining table and chairs, and at the same time it is used to make parts for cars, aircrafts, and spacecrafts. And another property, it is waterproof. That means it will not cause any to the water, it will not absorb water. So it is used to make water bottles, covers, and other storage materials, and also we used to keep the vegetables like that in that waterproof covers. And these plastics are easily molded and dyed easily. So based on that property, it is used to prepare different type of decorative items, and also maximum all toys are made with the plastic because of its molded and dyed easily property. And some type of plastic, that is Teflon, which will not keep the water or oil over that. That means it is resistant to water and oil. So this Teflon is used as a coating over kitchenware and also handles. In kitchenware nowadays we observe the maximum Teflon coating vessels only we are using, as it is non-stick. So these are the properties and uses of plastic. But are there any harmful effects of plastic? What happens if you burn this plastic? Let us discuss what are the harmful effects of plastics. What you will do if you are not using the containers, that means nowhere use of that containers, what you will do? You will simply throw in the dustbin. So what this, it will add into the garbage. What these government people will do to this garbage? They used to take this garbage into an open area, they used to burn. Is it suggestible? No. Why? You should not burn plastic. When the plastic burns, it produces a smoke Along with that, it produces some toxic gases or get added into the air, which leads to air pollution. And whoever people living in that surrounding areas, if they inhale the smoke, all these toxic substances may enter and they lead to different health problems. So, can we suggest the burning of plastic? No, we should not burn the plastic. Then what you will do? Can we bury that? What will happen if you bury that? Is it a organic matter? Already in the previous topics, we learned how a manure is prepared by using the organic matter, which is a biodegradable substances degraded by microbes. That action is called decomposition. That is naturally we observe in the soil. But what is a plastic? Is it a biodegradable? No, it is a non-biodegradable. That means inorganic. If you bury it in the soil, these decomposing bacteria present in the soil cannot act over this plastic, which is inorganic, cannot be decomposed by the bacteria, and this will be present like a layer in the soil. But if you keep it like that, what will happen? If you observe how much time it takes for its decomposition, for example, if we use the peels of vegetables or fruits, leftover foodstuff, approximately it will take 1 to 2 weeks for its decomposition because it is a biodegradable substance. If paper is thrown in the soil, it will take 10 to 30 days for its decomposition. The cotton cloth takes 2 to 5 months time for its decomposition. At the same time, if you observe wood, it will take 10 to 15 years even though it is a biodegradable. The same way, woolen cloths, it will take about 1 year for its decomposition. If you observe any metals like tin, aluminium, it will take nearly 100 to 500 years because it is non-biodegradable. If you observe the plastic bags, how much time, we cannot estimate how many years it will take for its decomposition because it is non-biodegradable. So can we suggest, can we bury that plastic in the soil? No, we should not bury the plastic. Suppose if you throw that in the water, what will happen? In that water, different type of aquatic animals may live. These animals choke on them and it leads to death of the animals. Not only aquatic animals, sometimes we may observe these plastic covers or the bottles, everything we may throw on roadside we may observe. But sometimes you may observe some animals, as they don't know, by mistake they used to eat that plastic covers. Is it digestible? No. It will be filled, the entire stomach will be filled with these plastic. It cannot be digestible. It will present like a layer or inside the stomach, which will slowly act as a toxic substance inside their bodies, which leads to the death of those animals. If you observe in the news, mostly 2 years back or 3 years back in the news, you have observed when one animal which is died on roadside, when they check their bodies, they observe inside the stomach nearly 4 kgs of plastic is there in their stomach. That is the reason for the death of that animal. So along with the aquatic animals, even these terrestrial animals also leads to the death if they are eaten this plastic. So can we throw this plastic on roadside and water? No, you should not throw in water. You should not throw the plastic on roadside. Then If you leave it in the open place where there is a soil, what will happen? Already we know, as it is a non biodegradable, it will not decompose, it will form like a layer over the soil, and whatever the plants present around it, these plants cannot get the water or nutrients for its survival, because this plastic forms like a layer between the atmosphere and to the plant roots. Thereby, these plants cannot grow properly. So, what we will do then? We have to practice 5 R's. What are the 5 R's? Reduce, refuse, reuse, recover, and recycle. Then, what we have to practice? Instead of using plastic, better whenever you are going for the shopping, use jute bags or cotton or cloth bags for shopping. If already we are using, better to refuse that one. If any plastic bottles or items are there in our house, better to use that containers more than 2 times. Thereby, some extent we can reduce the use of plastic. And if you are using, that means better you go for the recycling plastic. Already we know the 2 type of plastics are there. Some we can be remold, that means we can recycle such type of plastics. If you are using, better to use recycled one but not the other one. So by changing a simple tips, changing our lifestyle, avoiding all this one, we can save our atmosphere. So don't use the plastic. So today in this lesson, what we have learned, that is what is a monomer, what is a polymer, and the natural polymer is cellulose, which is used to prepare a fiber, that is rayon. Along with that, we learn some other synthetic fibers, what are their properties and uses. At the same time, and the one more polymer, that is plastic also we discussed. And what are the special properties of plastics which make it special in our daily lives, that also we have learned. And also what are the harmful effects of plastic, all this we discussed in this lesson.